The B unit of Ken's Santa Fe F3 is equipped with Lionel's command control breakdown feature. This feature simulates what happens on the real railroads when a unit overheats and starts smoking. They call it breakdown. When breakdown occurs, the engineer has to return to the yard or pull off onto a siding, turn the engine off, and let the engine cool. Another problem railroad workers have to watch out for is the hot box. When the oil in the journal box leaks out or dries up, the friction of the axle against the truck frame could cause a fire. Another indication of a hot box is a steady squeaking sound. So when a freight train passes, trainmen listen for squeaking sounds and they watch out for sparks, smoke, or fire. If no squeaking is heard and no hot spots are seen, they call out all black. If they do hear squeaking or see a hot spot, they call out red, and the train makes an emergency stop. Ken likes diesels. The only steamer running today is this 282 Mikado number 810. It is equipped with command control. This Lionel BNSF SD70 Mac is a good performer. It holds the unofficial record in Ken's basement for most cars pulled by a single locomotive, 32. Here we see it navigating the over and under. It approaches on the upper level, turns, then crosses under itself on the lower level. F3s are Ken's favorite diesel, and he always has one or two running on the layout. The rest of his F3 collection is on shelves near the layout. This Santa Fe F3 AB is a mix. The A unit is scale and conventional. Ken bought the B unit separately. It is command control and is equipped with the breakdown feature. Raymond Loewy designed the H1244 diesel switcher for Fairbanks Morris. The 12 refers to 1,200 horsepower and 44 refers to 4 axles and 4 motors. As production went on, many of the Loewy cosmetic features were dropped in order to save production costs. Loewy, who designed the legendary GG1 for the Pennsylvania Railroad, also designed the 1,600 horsepower H1644. They call these baby Trainmasters because they are a little smaller and they have only 8 wheels, while the original FM Trainmaster was bigger and had 12 wheels. This 2355 Western Pacific F3AA is from Lionel's post-war celebration series. Ken added the passenger cars to make his own version of a California Zephyr set. Here's Lionel's model of an Elco Western Pacific S2 switcher with smoke. The number is 553. Operating accessories include Lionel's reissue of the dependable 264 forklift and the reissue of the 464 sawmill. Ken replaced the motor with a quieter DC motor, then weathered the sawmill and added a light. All during the project, Ken's wife Karen acted as technical advisor on the scenery, ground cover, and painting the mountain. Karen told Ken when it looked good and when it didn't look so good. Fortunately, Ken listened.
I make a lot of my own trees just by wood dowel, and I taper it down on a lathe, drill little holes in there, and I use 20 gauge wire, stranded wire, and placed into the holes on the dowel, and then I spread it out, paint it green, add some glue, add foliage, and it come out pretty good. And I like messing around different ways to make different trees. So I'd say I know there's over 100 trees on the layout. Background I painted myself. Well, I had uncles that used to paint, and they used to show me, they used to be pretty good painters, and they showed me, painting's all it is shadows. It's not really that hard if you just take your time, and I could have probably took more time with this one, but It was fine. I painted the mountains and the desert scene, and it's just brown, shades of brown, and just pretend you got to know where, like, say where the sun is and where you want your dark spots. Clouds on a background are a little tough. Clouds are a little tough to paint. Unless you probably could do a better job with an airbrush, but I don't own one, and I just did with a brush.
The basic 2x4 bench work is covered with 1/2 inch thick plywood, then topped with layers of foam insulation, carpeting, and cork roadbed. Lionel ZW and KW transformers power the layout. DC power supplies power the lights and accessories. The track is a mix of Lionel tubular, Atlas, and Gargraves. Switches are by Atlas, K-Line, and Lionel. Can use 18 gauge wire for track power and 20 and 22 gauge for the accessories and lights. Ken used layers of styrofoam covered with screen wire to shape his mountain, then covered the screening with wet strips of plaster cloth. Then he covered the plaster cloth with hydrocal. He used a mix of latex paint, spray paint, and crushed pastel chalk to add color: browns, tans, Tuscan red, and yellows.
Things that I'd like to purchase in the future is, if I see trees, if they really look good, I'll purchase them, and probably add some more figures, vehicles, that type of thing. Sort of limited on the rolling stock right now, so really don't collect a whole lot of post-war Lionel, because I like to run everything I buy in F3s because I enjoy them and I like to see them run on the layout. I'm not planning on selling them anytime soon. If I buy trains, I want to run the trains on the layout. I just don't buy them to put them on the shelf. I enjoy watching them go around and sound, the horns and stuff. Because none of them, they seem like two are the same, so that's what I enjoy.
Ken likes what photographers call the golden hour. That's late in the day when the setting sun casts a golden glow over everything. He keeps his track lights controlled by a dimmer on low to create this twilight effect. Ken finds time in his busy schedule to donate time and energies to the Shriners Children's Hospital on Chicago's Northwest Side. They offer free care for kids under 18, and Ken volunteers for parades, fundraisers, parties, anything to help raise money for the hospital. Ken's son Kurt also contributed with both ideas and hard work. Kurt works at the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Cicero rail yards just outside Chicago as a container and chassis inspector. So the layout was a Klotz family project. Everyone contributed, which is what building a train layout is all about.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. This is our last show in the Lionel Nation series. Hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as we've enjoyed producing it. Happy trails.
Everyone loves that clickety-clack coming down the track. They can't ignore that all aboard, the smoke pouring out the stack. Hear that whistle blow as the train pulls out of the station. It's clear to me, oh can't you see, it's a Lionel Nation. Clouds of smoke are rising high into a big blue sky. Down the line, right on time, a train is rolling by. Everyone turns around and stares in anticipation. It's clear to me, oh can't you see, it's a Lionel Nation. shining gleam, that mighty sound and steam. Pistons pound around and round, just like in a dream. Another train pulls in and arrives at its destination. It's clear to me, oh can't you see, it's the Lionel Nation. It's clear to me, oh can't you see, it's the Lionel Nation.